In Nigeria, you see people driving big cars on an untarred road. The road is basically useless. What are we doing, Seth? Hello, everyone. You'll be wondering, why am I sighing? Here we go again. Okay. I was driving along the roads of Yankee, as you know, in America, right? And, nice roads and, everything looking all nice, enjoying your ride and everything. And, I'm like, okay, what is the difference really between a developed country and a developing country? Yeah, you know where I'm going with this, right? What makes those words different when you're comparing one or two countries? Okay, so it got me thinking, what's the difference? What makes it? What makes a country developed and the other ones developing, if it will ever be developed? Okay, because good roads in Nigeria, okay, so America, they tar roads, they maintain their roads, they spend tax money, people's money, to do this. So funding is not a problem. Is that what makes them developed? Because Nigerians do the same, do they? Or they are thinking of doing, since it's developing. Can somebody tell me what's going on here? Sometimes you itch and scratch your head. What are we doing, Seth? For real. I mean, in Nigeria, you see people driving big cars on an untarred road, maybe in their AC and everything. The road is basically useless. There was a minister some years back. He built his own house and everything, but the road leading to his house is crooked, it's nonsense, it's there. So he was asked, you spend so much money in building a home like this, but how come you can't have access? You can't drive smoothly to your house. You know what he said? Security reasons. He doesn't want thieves to come to his house. It's unbelievable. So the question is, what does it take to be a developed country? Does it really take rocket science thinking? I don't think so. In a country that we have, like Nigeria, we have virtually what it takes to be developed. It doesn't really take a lot. Why? Because we have the resources, both financially and otherwise. We have the manpower. We have everything. We just don't have things that are basic. And I dare say, on purpose. The worst part of it is, those in charge know that they can fix this, but they rather, for some reason, take all those resources and go to other countries and invest in other countries for them to be more developed. What are we doing, Seth? For real? It beats me. Unbelievable. Is it the hospital that we cannot even boast of, a first-class hospital in the country? You hear someone, because he has the means, leaving his country and going for checkup in another country. Do you know how much that will cost? So, I don't even know where to start. Whether I should laugh or... It's like a mockery. It might sound funny, but it's actually happening. And guess what? It's among black countries. I'm telling you, everywhere is the same. A continent like Africa, I know some little countries here and there are trying to, maybe they understand and they're trying to make it right. But there are a lot of those countries that just want it to remain status quo, where you don't need to do anything, it's just for you, everything's just for yourself alone. It's unbelievable. And by the way, who can tell me who has 100 million to buy a phone? Oh yeah, you know where I'm going with this, right? Okay, so please, if you do have, let me know. And if you can use all of that to just buy an application form. Oh yeah, it's happening in my country, Nigeria. Oh, that's right. You need to have that kind of amount to buy an application form if you want to go into politics, maybe to be president. Yeah, let that sink in. 100 million for a form. Check it out. Yet, you expect when that person gets that kind of money to apply, the one thing in his mind is to tie your road. I don't think so. Okay? So it really pits me. What really makes a country develop, really? What does it take? Because if we are talking about intelligence, it's not a lot of intelligence, really. It's like having your own home. What does it take to make your home decent? Is there anything intelligent about that? I don't think so. And those are just the basics. I was driving and, good roads, good network roads, and, the lights were working. And is that what it takes? Really? And if that is, how come it's not happening in a country that's supposed to have all that it takes to actually get those done and even much more? Basic things, hospitals, people will be sick, right? Definitely. Tarred roads, so able to move. Those are basics. Those are part of what can make a country develop when it works. It doesn't really take a lot. Now, if I am aspiring to enter politics with all my good ideas and everything, I would need as much as 100 million to try and apply and see if I might just make it to it. Because it's not guaranteed. So it only tells you that there's a section of people that only can be in politics. It just says it all. Part of what can make a country develop is accountability. That's big grammar, right? It's you should be called on to be responsible and account for whatever responsibility you've been given or you promise that you will look after. If there is no accountability, you can't. It's funny because when these same folks that can afford 100 million, when they go outside, they are accountable for everything they do in somebody else's country. But in their country, they can do whatever they want. What are we doing, Seth? I don't know. Can somebody tell me 100 million for a form if you want to get into politics? What inspiration are you actually giving? If there's anything, logical thing like that from them. What inspiration is there for the youth, really? It's just telling them to go and, do what they got to do. Then you now see rituals on the high. You see people trying to make money at all means, by all means necessary, above the law. Now, those are the things that cannot make your country develop. I don't know. I was just driving and I thought I should just mention this out there. Let's just get thinking a little bit. How can we make these things go away? It's been there so long, the status quo of just thinking about yourself, thinking about your own family, and enriching yourself. And it's never enough. That's the thing. I wolf money no they reach now. I be not be so. You can't have hard-earned money and you now take 100 million of that to get an application form for, what do you call it? Asha rock? What a rock. Very expensive rock to be in. All right. I don't know. Drop your comments. Let me know what you think. And don't forget to subscribe, and ask yourself sometimes, is it real? What are we actually doing? Do we know what we are doing for real? Because I don't think we do. A sane person that knows what he's doing won't be doing all of those things. I don't think so. Okay. So there has to be accountability. There has to be responsibility. There has to be care. You have to be kind. All those things, if you have them, I don't think you want to use 100 million to buy an application form. I don't think that's normal. All right? I don't think so. So if you have 100 million, though, you can, let me know. Let it start in Naira. Okay? 100 million Naira. Yeah, just watch. Even if you convert it, it's still not more money. You bet. It's not. And regardless of whatever people say, and by the way, this is not new. The last election in that country, same country, I can't remember if it was 100 million or close. It's just getting worse though. And there's this whatever goes up in Nigeria keeps going up. It doesn't come down. All right. Now it's a form that is so expensive. So you can tell. I was in Nigeria some months ago, and my goodness, I tell you, I grew up in Surulere, right? If anyone, it's been a while I've been in Nigeria, trust me. I went to Surulere from Stadium. I can find my way home, for real. This is after almost 15 years. I can find my way home. No new thing, nothing. The same way, it's not really the same way. It's even deteriorated even more, but it's still the same old stuff that's there. What happened? Then you are hearing today 100 million to buy a phone. That's a lot. I really don't know what to say, really, folks. In other African countries, I was in an Uber. A Cameroonian was driving this Uber, right? We started talking about Africa. We're all concerned and everything. So I was telling him, Nigeria this, Nigeria that. He said, you know what? Nigeria, you guys are much better off. I'm like, what? He said, yeah. that is worse in his own country. I was just shocked. If it could be that bad in Nigeria, and we lament about it every day, and here is this other guy, the Cameroonian, saying that we are better off in Nigeria. So you can imagine how other Africa. That's why I'm telling you this. I keep saying this black on black thing. Come on, we just don't see how we can like ourselves that much to help even our community, talk less of the country, to get to that stage you can say is developed. I don't want to go into South Africa. South Africa, yeah, fine. I mean, they left, apartheid left and all of that. There were things in place. The same thing happened in Nigeria. When the colonized people left, things were actually working. They now gave it to the black dude. Of course, there are exceptions to it, Mandela and the likes. But guess what happened? You know the story. Our own structure was still kind of fragile after 1960 independence, but there were things in place that could work. The railways, transportation, the lights, electricity. There are some areas in Lagos, for instance, where the kilowatts that are still being used in 1960 and beyond, and before 1960, are still being used for a population that's increased times 10, times 20. So when immediately like NEPA comes, boom. I've experienced this before. When NEPA brings light, bam, the transformer blows, boa, because it's overwhelming. It's too much. And it beats me why they just can't make it work. I really don't understand. They keep telling me Nigeria is a developing country since I was born. And that was decades ago, okay? And they're still saying it's developing. Really, is it? What makes it? What is the criteria to call it in a country developing? I don't know, you tell me. It beats me. But you know what? It will get better. We just still have to be positive. Maybe someday there will be a Jesus Christ that will come into Nigeria and turn things around. Like the Jesus Christ that came for South Africa, Mandela. Like the Jesus Christ that came to America, Martin Luther, changed stuff. Maybe we have our own that will come around. Even in Ghana, Jerry Rawlings, right? There has to be a change in some ways. I'm not talking violence, but I don't know, man. I don't know, you tell me. Let me know your thoughts, your comments, and don't forget to subscribe, because you know what? In that country, it only beats me to ask the question, what are we doing, Seth? Okay. Anyway, this is all I have today. I just thought I should chip that in and let you guys think for a bit. So if you are one aspirant that you're going into Nigeria, just have a deep thought. Think of what you can do to make it a little bit better. You understand there's still so much to be done, and it won't take too much of an effort to actually get it done. If we want to get it done, it's our choice. Always remember, do unto others what you want others to do for you. Talk to you soon, folks. You'll be fine. Bye-bye.
Jazz.